Hey King Cup, Jeremy here. It's getting a little bit dark outside. I don't know if you can tell, but we got our new chip reader processing credit card devices set up. So I'm gonna give you a short tutorial on how it works. I feel like all of you will get this, no problem. There's just one key step that makes it different than the way we were doing it before. So we're gonna go through that now. First, I'll give you a little bit of an overview. So this is our new credit card swiper, inserter, contactless payment device. So customers will be able to use an iPhone or Google Pay. We'll be able to accept chip cards now. Anything that has a chip on it, wrong side, chip. Chips get inserted into the bottom here. There's a slot. If they do have contactless payment options, you can use that. So a lot of the new credit cards have these little lines, and those lines mean that you can just simply lay it on top of the device and it'll take a payment like that. So it does a lot more than what we were currently able to do. It is corded, which I don't love. So it's got that cord on it, which is kind of a pain, but let me make this look nicer. But you can stick this out the window. If the customer is using a chip card, which most of your customers will do, you'll just simply put it out the window this way. They can insert their own card. You can take it back, which is very nice compared to taking their card, inserting it, swiping it, doing all those things. Now, on the transaction side, this is what your settle screen will look like now. So maybe I'll just go back one step. You put in the item. I got a miscellaneous retail item for 5 cents. I'm going to push settle. Do I want to? No. Yes. Here you'll notice there's a new button up here called EMV credit. That is the button we're now going to push to use any kind of credit card. EMV credit, it brings up your total. You can make adjustments if you need to. We're going to push OK. Now we're going to go to the payment device. So now as we swing back over here, you can tell that this looks a little bit different, tells you what to do. We're going to take that customer's credit card. Let's see if the contactless works. I feel like my card has been a little bit, there it goes, authorizing. And all I did was just lay it on top. It's amazing. So this one shows this. Restaurant manager, puts it in the same way. MasterCard shows you all the details. Prints out a signature copy where they have a place for a tip if you want to. Then from this screen, tipping is the same. You're just going to click there, add in your tip. My maximum amount is 3 cents, so I will do a 1 cent tip for me. It's going to process that. You still can change that tip if you need to. If the customer changes their minds or you type it in wrong, there's still ways to go back and do that. Then from here, we just do finalize the same way. And we're done. I did turn off printing receipts. This is an important one. So it will no longer automatically print out a receipt. If a customer wants a receipt and they ask you for one, there's a print all button at the bottom of the screen, and I'll walk you through that in a minute. But we will not be automatically giving people a receipt. If we feel like that's a pain, everyone wants a receipt, or a majority of people want a receipt, then we'll switch that back on where it automatically prints one. But for now, I don't think people want that paper. Like, it's just another thing that does not have COVID-19 on it. So the way that you could print a receipt if someone wants one is just reprint right here. Then you're going to find that transaction. If it was the most recent one, like in our case, you're just going to simply push print. Sorry, I should have showed you push print, prints out another one. If it's an older transaction, you're just going to go up and find it. They were in 20 minutes ago. You're going to go through and find that transaction, and again, simply print, showing you the details. Most of you probably know how to do that. Okay, this took me 4 minutes.